This question says the line with equation 3y plus 2x is equal to 12 meets the x-axis at the point, well, at the point A and passes through the point B. Find the gradient of the line. So to find the gradient of the line, we need to rearrange the equation to make y the subject of the formula. Get it in the form y is equal to mx plus c. So the coefficient of x, meaning the number in front of x, will be the gradient. So we must rearrange this equation and make y the subject of the formula, or the subject of the equation. So therefore, from the left side, we need to cancel out 2x, well, plus 2x by subtracting 2x. So if we subtract 2x from the left, we have to subtract 2x on the right. Remember, we're trying to make y the subject of the equation to get y by itself. So now we have 3y is equal to 12 minus 2x. So now we're supposed to divide by 3 because 3 is multiplying to y. Divide by 3 to get y by itself. If we divide by 3 on the left, we have to divide by 3 on the right. So 3 divided by 3 will cancel out 3. So therefore now we are left with y is equal to, we're now supposed to divide both the 12 and the minus 2x by 3. Okay, so we're going to have 12 divided by 3 because 3 is the common denominator. 12 divided by 3 minus 2x divided by 3. Okay, so therefore now 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. And negative 2 divided by 3, that will remain as negative 2 divided by 3. So you have 4 minus 2 divided by 3, x. So as we say, the coefficient of x will be the gradient. So the gradient of this line is negative 2/3. Part 2 says, what is the coordinates of A? A is on the x-axis. On the x-axis, the value of y is 0. Remember, that's the x-axis. So all these are x's. But y is constantly 0 on the x-axis. So therefore now we know for sure only the value, the y coordinate for A is already 0. So to get the x coordinate now, we have to substitute 0 in the place of x now in that equation to solve for. We have to substitute y is equal to 0 to solve for x, and then we'll get the both coordinates. So let's do that. So as we say, we're going to substitute 0 in the place of y, and then we're going to try to solve for x. So we have 0 is equal to minus 4. 4 minus 2/1 x. So we're going to add 2/1 x on both sides because we're going to try to solve for x. So we have to cancel out a negative 2/1 x from the right side because a positive x you want. So if we add 2/1 x on the right, we have to add 2/1 x on the left. So 2/1 x cancels out. Negative 2/1 x cancels out. And we have 2/1 x is equal to 4. So now we have to divide by 2/1 so that we can get x by itself. So we divide by 2/3 on the left. We have to divide by 2/3 on the right. So 2/3 cancels out from the left. And then we are left with 4 divided by 2/3. 4 divided by 2/3 is the same as multiplying by 3 and dividing by 2. You keep change and you flip. So 4 divided by 2 first is the same as saying 4 times 3 over 2. Okay. And 4 times 3 over 2, that is equal to 4 3 is 12. 12 divided by 2, that will give us 6. So the x coordinate is 6. So therefore now the coordinates of A, both the x and y coordinates of A is 6, 0. X is 6 and y is equal to 0. So the third question is the length of AB. The length of AB, we have to apply the formula for length of line. Now we know both the coordinates of A and B. A is 6, 0, and B is 9, negative 2. Now we need to call up the formula for length of line. Let's do that. So we know length of line is equal to the square root of x minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. So therefore now we can use point A as the x1 and the y1 and point B as the x2 and the y2. So let us substitute into this formula for length of line. So in the place of x2, we can put negative 2. No, we can put 9. 9 is the x2. Okay. And then now the x1 will be 6. And now the y2 will be negative 2. And the y1 will be 0. So we're going to have 9 minus 6 all squared. 9 minus 6 is 3. 3 squared, and negative 2 subtract 0. That is negative 2 all squared. The square root of 3 squared is 9. Negative 2 squared is 4. And 9 plus 4 is 13. So the length of the line is equal to the square root of 13. We can round it off to at least 2 decimal places. So let's find the square root of 13. Equal square root of 13. That will give us about 3.61. So we can use 3.61 as our final answer for the length of the line AB.